A very good morning team. This is Amir Mustafa. In this video we will understand Docker interactive mode using Python. So what is an interactive mode? Normally when we run any application server, we get a response back and we run in browser. Like local 3000, we get a node server running, our Python server running. By interactive mode, we mean terminal or command prompt itself has capability to take the input. Normally when we write a form, we send input through form web browser. Terminal can itself ask for some input and respond according to that. So here we have created a simple .py file, and the message from this video is that code can be anything. We will see two examples. First example is that it's a basic Python code, and here we take two input, max and min, and our application will respond back with random number. Means if we enter 1 and 10, then the random number sent to us will be between 1 and 10. Yeah, that's all. Let's go to the code and apply. Before that, let's go to wanted to show Docker Hub. We use Docker file to import any parent technology image like Python, Java, Node, PHP. So we need not have to do a sign up for this. We just go over here and search a technology. For example, if we are using Python, we search here Python and we get the image. We need not clone itself. We do not have to clone also. We just need to copy this name. Suppose if you are a PHP guy, then we can search here PHP, and there is one official image from Docker itself where they have approved, yes, we can use this image. We can there's a variety of versions over here. Suppose if you are using PHP 7 or lower version, that can also be done. For this video we will be using Python. Okay, so it is possible that we use this image, and we know that versions are keep on changing with latest features. So if we want to restrict our application, that is also possible. We can choose any version, but by default it will pull the latest version. You will check it soon. We just need to remember this name. So let's go to our code base. So to restrict any version, we need to put like this, but if we just enter it and without any version, it will push the latest stable, it will pull the latest stable version of Python, and we'll be using RNG. So here we see that it takes two input from the terminal, and yeah, it returns back between these two numbers. So the first step we need to do is build an image. So if we go to the Docker, here we see list of images we have. Container images, we already have Python. If for your case, if we haven't pulled once, we need to run this command first. Yeah, before that, first what we need to do is we need to go to the Docker file, and the name which we have seen in the Docker Hub is this one. We need to put the exact name like this, and remaining is just work directory, paste in app of Docker, copy other files and run python rng.py command. So for building the image, we run this command, docker build dot. And suppose if you don't know there might be many commands. So what we do, we run this command, docker help. Docker is very well documented. We can get list of all the commands over here. So build is one of the, build an image from Docker file. So let us run this command, docker build dot. We get the image ID over here. So if we go back to our documentation, you have seen this. Okay. So normally when we ran the command, we used means if our code has capability to view in the browser, then we write this flag publish 3080 so that in this port it will open. This is the simple code for our case. We just take two number and return the number. We need not require browser. Terminal itself is okay. So we don't need to write this flag. Instead, terminal needs to interact. So for that we write IT flag. So how we do that? Docker run IT and the ID. You put enter. This time we see that normally when we run that command, either ongoing mode happen or it runs in background, attach or detach mode. But this time terminal asked us something. So let's add give any random number, say 500 is the minimum number and 5000 is the maximum number. So it will return between these two. So this is a basic example, but it can ask many examples. We have another file over here. It's BMI, body mass index. So if we go to a gym, and that time it is very important to do a BMI. It will tell you bone intensity, everything. So this app over here, what it does, let's review the code first. So it takes two command. It's what it does. It asks you want to check in meters or pound. I mean kilogram or pound. It takes some data. It's do some logic to convert get the BMI. And based on that BMI, based on the mathematical formula, we get the body mass index back. So let's try this one now. For that we'll go to the Docker file, and what we need to do is this time we need to run Bmi file, save. Let's come over here. So this time we do not need to run docker build dot because we already have Python in our local code base, Docker container. So what we'll do, but we need one ID, which ID we want to run. How this can be done? For that we'll use the command docker ps. Docker ps. Okay. Okay, we do not need this. What we need is image ID. Docker images. Let's copy our image ID. Python ID is this one. So we are copying our Python ID. This is the ID, image ID. What we do, docker run, we'll run the exact same command, interactive mode, and this, enter. Please enter the minimum number. Okay, it's gone to the previous one. I think we need to run this once. Let me try once again. Okay, docker build dot. Okay, we have our latest ID. Copy it. We can see all the list of IDs over here now, which we are running, which one is active. From here we can stop it. But for this, key idea is that we run docker run ID and this ID. So what we did, we did the latest build, and from the image ID we are using executing the command again. Okay, see now our terminal is asking for certain set of questions. What our app is asking, I want to give you your BMI, body mass index. So what we'll do, you can be from any place. Some prefer kilograms, some prefer pounds. And let's say that we prefer pounds. Second option, please enter your height. If I say 5, oh no, 6 foot will be good. 6 foot. Please enter your weight. Weight will give, suppose, 80 kgs. Your body mass index is 10.84. Yeah, that's all for this video, team. So what we wanted to see from here, we didn't need any browser to run. Terminal itself is interacting well, and the combination of interacting with, normally when we run from browser, we create form and that gives us data to the server. But it is Docker is not just for browser, it is also has capability to run with interactivity with terminal. Yeah, that's all for this video, team. Thank you for watching.